This video is going to be a quick tutorial on how you can repair holes in pants or jeans so you can wear them again. I will show you a finished one that I did on jeans. As with jeans, you probably know with the belt loops, these things, sometimes when you pull on them after a while, you get a hole. This one was a hole. That one was a hole, and so I did it messily, but you can make it nicer. I did this for myself. I'll show you what I did. This is the other side. I just took a piece of fabric and I pinned it to the inside of the jeans and I sewed it zigzag. You can also glue it. You can use like fusible webbing tape, iron it on, and then sew it, but I just sewed it. It was fine. And after that, I sewed this belt loop back on the spot where it belongs because you need something to anchor this down. If there's a hole there, there's nothing to anchor it down, so I made an anchor. And now I'm going to be repairing these pants. There was a hole here. So what I did already is I cut a little bit of the seam. I used a seam ripper to cut the thread to give me more working space. I've cut a piece of denim and I'm going to let's turn these pants inside out on the back side of the hole. I'm going to pin this down like that, use some pins to hold it, then sew it zigzag like that, and then sew that back on. Okay, let's do it. So I pinned it on, and now I'm going to sew the patch on. This is like the closest color I have to the pants. As long as it's not bright pink, I think these will be okay. It's close enough, I guess. So this is new. I'll have to put it on a bobbin and use it. This is the bobbin. I didn't rewind it all the way because it's only a few lines of stitching, so I didn't want to fill it up too much. I just wanted to show you that I sewed a little square first so I could hold down the fabric, and now I'm going to go zigzag like that and then zigzag like that. Turns out I sewed the pocket down by accident, so make sure when you're sewing it back down to get the pocket out of the way. But it's good to know that my needle and machine can go through this fabric. So I'm going to undo it now. Okay, this is the zigzag on the inside. And there's obviously a lot of loose threads. I'm going to cut that after. This is what it looks like on the other side, and you won't really see it. I pinned down the pocket because I didn't want to sew it again. Let's take it off. So I'll show you. Put the pocket back up. Most of it's hiding, and not bad. You get to reuse the pants. So let me add more because I feel like this is probably not enough. I want to make this really strong. Okay, so I did it a second time around and I'm happy with it. And now I'm going to trim off the excess thread and then sew the pocket back up here. So let's do that. I sewed the pocket back down, but then my sewing machine, I think, is a little bit off center, so I'm going to redo this line, even though it's straight. That way it goes down here as opposed to at an angle. That way it's nicer. So you can't see it on camera. Right. I think it's a little noticeable, so I'm going to do it so it's more straight. That's much nicer. And when I was doing the back stitch, I noticed it was back stitching at an angle because something was pushing on the presser foot to make it misaligned. So I undid it and I redid the stitching, and that's a little nicer. I feel like I could live with that. And I'm going to cut off all the extra thread now and give this back to the person only. That's it, and that's how you strip a hole on pants. And you can use this technique for belt loops if you like, and you can also take your time and be nicer with the zigzags. I just typically, for a work pant, you really not. And not that obvious, but yeah, you can take your time if you like. Or you can do a bright color and make it decorative. I just did that. I'll show you the end in a second. Okay, so these are pants. This is the patch. It is done on the inside, and this is the outside, and the pocket is on there. It's pretty strong. I didn't even bother cutting the thread. I just sewed over it, and that is how you patch up pants. For, what do we want to call this? This is how you reattach parts to pants if you need an anchor. I guess I'll come up with a better description title later.